Welcome back. Did a little Googling in between videos, and it looks like the Ceres being added to combats is related to having Minthara in the party. If you recruited Minthara at the fight at the Grove,
Here lies the Grand Mason, his bow, a pile of crushed bones of varying shapes, sizes, and creatures.
so if you recruited Minthara at the Grove fight rather than at the Goblin camp by knocking her out, this is something that can happen. You'll get Ceres to join combats, and it's going to happen all the way through the game, all the way into Act 3. If Ceres survives, she won't, so a little preview of what's coming, but she's not going to make it to Act 3. In the meantime, we'll need to remove Minthara from the party if we want to keep her out of combats. Alright, so we'll use the tower-shaped key to unlock this door. There's a note here on the wall from the Mason that says that if you're a thief, your journey ends here. So there's this chest that's just sitting out in the open. It's trapped. So cool. So if you fail to unlock it, this wall will open up and a bunch of gargoyles will shoot fire across here. And there's like these barricade walls that show up here on the floor, right? So kind of obvious to see what the trap looks like, but completely cool. Just so neat. So here's the gargoyle traps, the gargoyle statues. May not notice them the first time through, but just like the coolest trap probably in the whole act. It's super neat. Let's head up here, and we're going to turn the light on. This whole fight is versus shadows. So we'll grab our moon lantern and put it on the ground. And we'll move this lamp, which doesn't broadcast, hey, I am a movable candelabra, I guess, but it is. And we'll have Asterion jump into owlbear form. Druids are truly the sort of do it however you'd like kind of character. They fit into every party, so if we've got a short rest party, we can run a shape-shifting druid and have a lot of success with that. If we've got a long rest party, we can focus on casting. They've got some elemental damage spells, kind of do it all. With all the focus on House and Ice, I assumed early in the act that you'd get in Act 1, and it turns out that you don't, which was just a huge surprise to me. So we see that there's some sight lines up here already, and we'll have Asterion start us off. Can we get, yeah, we've got two of the shadows. There's also a wraith back here, and then there's some other shadows. And it looks like nobody is surprised by this.
On my way.
We'll just kind of get the rest of the folks in combat then. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. So. Kind of okay with all of that. Let's do Rupture. So Rupture's going to hit more targets than we could otherwise. And we'll do a jump behind. Brings us down to just the Wraith.
I'm heating up.
It is too far away for us to get to easily. And we don't have two bonus actions yet. Let's go ahead and dash.
Under their noses.
And we'll do Flurry of Blows. Crit miss.
Let's have some courage. Creator, destroyer, with haste.
What do we got left? 41. I think we'll burn our level 3 slot here. Not quite enough. We'll try our offhand attack. is very unlikely to work, but you never know.
On your command.
Moving objects in combat is for free. She isn't going to have enough movement to get to the shadow, but we can use bard shenanigans. So we'll try a slashing flourish. And we'll drop it, and then we'll turn this light on. Let's see if we've got a shot on this other shadow. So she doesn't do as much damage as Shadowheart with ranged weapons because she doesn't have sharpshooter, but she does almost as much damage as Shadowheart, and is way, way, way more deadly in hand-to-hand. Deciding to focus on Bard as opposed to Paladin here deprives us of the Paladin's aura for saving throws, but does give us the Bard's access to higher level spells. And that is a lot of damage.
Baby.
So they're both hidden. We'll just sort of wait them out.
Mortals be.
One word. Tactical.
Let me recite their demise.
Well, I was hoping to not have to fish them out, but it's not looking good. We'll use our woodwode to try to lure them into where we can hit them. Pick up our moon lantern, and we're going to jump just in the vicinity and see if maybe we can get it revealed. And then we'll drop the moon lantern on the ground.
Put 'em up.
No gloom. All doom.
And with any luck, this one's going to teleport in as well. And they're really wrecking the owlbear, but that's what it's for. As long as they don't kill it with strength drain, it won't actually kill Astarion. Alright, that is all the shadows. Grab our moon lantern back,
Which way to the nearest library?
and we'll click this button on the wall. These wardrobes have some of the nicer camp clothes. Not the nicest ones, but some of the nicer ones. This chest has a scroll of knock, a scroll of disguise self. I think always it's
Interesting.
like the one place in the whole game I think that there's always a scroll of knock. If we have anybody that is picking up levels of wizard, that's one they're going to want to for sure make sure that they know. Knock is one of the best utility spells in the game. We'll read the Mason's log. get a little bit of experience.
What have we here?
We can read the Mason's letter. And we also will run into the Mason possibly later in the game. We did in the last playthrough, I just don't think I talked about it.
Come on, let's go.
This chest is trapped.
Trap. Time to dance.
Can't remember how much damage it does. A lot of difficulty there. We'll pick up the Helmet of Arcane Acuity. What does it do? Whenever we deal damage with a weapon attack, we get Arcane Acuity for 2 turns. Let's take a look at Arcane Acuity. It gives us spell attack rolls and spell difficulty classes. So again, really good for a switch hitting character like a Paladin Warlock or something. We could hit with our weapon and then get stronger Eldritch Blasts. And we can run all the way out of here. I think... yeah, this is just a dead end, I believe. I think we'll just transport ourselves back to the Rethwin town waypoint. And there's another combat here in the courtyard. Bunch of shadows and some shadow cursed harpers. The easy way to engage them is to come up here on the roof and shoot down. But we don't do the easy way. We are getting close to needing to take a rest though. Alright, so break our party apart. Crouch with our owlbear. We'll just jump in. Again, not looking like anyone's surprised. Just join the battle. A little shy of the movement we need to get there. We've still got plenty of key points.
Jimmy on the go.
Shadows are a bigger problem than harpers are on the scale of things. This is a place where the radiant explosion might be good, right? So if we get a cluster of bad guys, then throwing the radiant explosion can be okay. Okay. I thought maybe we were close enough. Maybe we can just drop. There we go. So this will just provide the lighting that we might need.
Mistra real.
We'll try a Scorching Ray at level 3. We can hit this one twice. And path is interrupted, path is interrupted. And I'm clicking on it, but it doesn't seem to be taking. So it doesn't show a path interrupted, but it seems to be. Alright, given that, we'll go ahead and we'll just cast a magic missile. Does not do quite as much damage. Oh, just can't target him, so... Or anything. We'll do that instead. And she's just running around. Pretty soon here, I think we'll swap Minthara out just to prevent more of this silliness. You see that just falls over. It's a nice rider on a damage effect. And we'll lose our owlbear shape, no problem.
Yes.
We'll just get ready to attack. So lots of options that we could pursue here. I think we're about ready to take a rest anyway for Gale, so just go right back into owlbear form. And we still have our jump. A moon druid would still have their attacks, but not their jump, because they'll have burned their short rest, or their bonus action, rather than their action. One hit, 2 hits, 3, 4 hits.
I fancy their chances. On my way.
And 40 and 32. Not a lot of damage left on the table. Our secret weapon over here at Last Light. Keep going.
Your command. Onward.
And we'll keep the Bardic Inspiration point that we've got. This Shadow Cursed Harper takes a shot. We will Crushing Flight over to it. Or try. Pick up our Moon Lantern. We'll probably want to get Shadowheart anyway. This statue, there's these 3 plaques around it, and there's a code. Essentially, the bottom word tells you the order, and I think it's the back side here, and then over on the right side, and then this one. And it's Thorm, Shall, and then this one will say Rise. And then we get this door opens into the
Step by step.
sanctuary. We'll go back to camp and we'll swap out Minthara for Shadowheart. That will stop
With silver tongue.
this Saris business.
Poor Kolak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to... a bit crowded, don't you think? Wonderful.
And we might want to have Shadowheart use the Diadem of Arcane Synergy, because she's also going to be able to inflict conditions, so we'll send that to her. And she could make use of the Wondrous Gloves, but they're already used for today. She's not probably going to be using these spells. She's got good rings already. The Acid Ring is pretty good. We'll send the Misty Step amulet to Gale just in case. As part of building a Frost build, send that to Asterion. The Gloves of Battle Mage's Power, we don't have anyone using yet. The Arrow of Undead Slaying we'll send to Shadowheart. This +1 bonus while obscured, not going to come into play. Heroism, probably not. The item that gives us resistance to necrotic we'll pocket for Gale. Growling Underdog is maybe something for Karlach, so getting advantage on melee attack rolls when surrounded is something that is both likely for her and may be useful. Send the arrows to Shadowheart, water to Asterion, elixir to Gale, scrolls to Gale. This gear we can keep around on her for now. And then for Shadowheart we might want also the Knife of the Undermountain King. So I think that lowering our crit rating is more effective than the Falara Luve for now. Okay, so we've got her relatively well equipped. We can always take a look later. Do we have any boots better than Mistress Grace now? Lightning charges on a dash. Probably not. We do have +1 AC on boots. What is Karlach wearing? Oh, this. We'll get those equipped on her. I think we can use the Nightwalkers to give Shadowheart a little bit more maneuverability. And the lightning dashes are pretty good. We might want to put them on Karlach eventually, but she can't use medium armor right now. I think we will pick that up at some point. All right, we've got
No rest for the wicked, I
a
see.
couple of spells left, not enough to deal with the Thorms, I think. So we could do another incidental encounter or just rest. I think we'll just rest. There's no reason to work so hard at maximizing our resources. So we'll go ahead and stop the video here, and we'll probably rest in the next one and then try to take out the Barkeeper and the Doctor Thorms. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope we see you in the next video.